and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining on our beautiful 7 p.m. Sunday slot, right smack dab in your football. So I appreciate you joining us. It has been a wonderful, this is number 72. And I want to thank you for my forever friends. I want to thank for all the new forever friends that are going to be coming this way. Candy, you just do amazing and kick ass at making sure that everybody gets connected and running smoothly. And my tribes out there, if you have any questions in the comment section, we are answering comments.
But before we do that, we need to do a disclaimer. This is very important, y'all. For those of you who are forever friends, you know that this is for enjoyment purposes only. You must be 18 and blah, 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 and blah, blah. And it's legal stuff and whatnot. So please enjoy yourself. And it's just mainly for fun. And if you are under 18, have a parent around. So there we go.
That's exactly how I say it. So go back about shows, I blah, blah, blah it. You are a grown up and you must be a grown up to speak with me. But if you watch any of my videos, this is much more than just entertainment. It's about awareness. It's about the fact that each and every one of you have your angels and that's your loved ones that are following you, focusing on you, and, picking you up when you need it. So that's my favorite part. And I think that is the coexistence part of, something that was happening today or yesterday, which by the way, there is no way that I could have looked it up. I know the skeptics out there. I welcome you. We have had several of them on our show, haven't we, Candy?
We absolutely have. In fact, one of them was a friend of mine.
I was going to say there was more than one that were.
He was a skeptic when we started, but not when we finished.
So I love that part. Oh, I don't like that. Let me put that down. Okay. Anyways, I thought that I'd give you a little bit. You know that I'm back into I'm trying to get back into doing public things, and I just finished one that we all talked about. At the jail. I just finished last night at Victoria Black Swan Inn, and it was hosted by the twin paranormal, Curious Twins Paranormal. If I butchered that, guys, it was I didn't mean it. Watch, I can't get names, but there was Carl Johnson, I think. God dang, I hope I get that. But he's a demonologist. But the thing of it is, you guys know Leroy. That's my boy. And sending out lots of love to, before I even get started with what I did, can all of you, and I love my forever friends, could you please put some energy and put your intentions out to some specifics of my people here that love you? You know your tribe. Valerie's families need several prayers. I'm not going to speak of them because I'm not sure how but they need them in abundance. And Rhodey is not feeling so well right now, and it's just that she's feeling a little down. And if you can send that to her, continue for Candy, and anyone that has 5 children, our girl Tiffany, we say you a whole bunch because that's what you need. She's a wonderful mama. She's on the and she has a one that has a challenge. I don't want to say handicapped. Don't want to say nothing like that because that girl's on fire. She just has some challenges. Let's send that love out there. Just 1 minute. San Antonio is much more drier than Houston, and you can hear that my voice is down. I got to the place and I chose the most remote, tree filled, gorgeous trees. I love them. But I chose to be away from the rest of the festival. And, Leroy and Chris was asking me why. And I told them because it doesn't matter. They'll be coming. People will come. And you know what? They did. I had them lined up again, even with a $10 donation. I was focusing on fur babies, but family members come in, and not to mention just the ones that you love. So I had several forever friends, and I have to give a shout out to our own Sandy Sorrells. Everybody knows Sandy. Her and her husband, the one that we saved from his message from heaven.
Yeah.
They drove down and met me in person, guys. They were at the festival. It was the most beautiful. It touched my heart so much that I had touched someone else in a way that would find such travel in the heat worth it. And it was that they were coming to see me. So it felt good. I had an early birthday present. Thank you, lady. And she was feeding me ice water because I just kept on talking and talking. She was sending me people, but you guys know how that goes. I made several friends that have their own businesses down there. So I'm hoping to do a little bit more work out in San Antonio. If you ask me to come, I'm going to come. But it was about giving healing, and to focus on our fur babies was an honor yesterday, and it just overwhelmed me with such joy, with the connection. There was healing that was going on. There was laughing that was going on. There were secrets that were revealed. And that's the reason why we do this, and the best part is that only you, because you've never heard your dog or cat's voice. You never heard them tell you things. But just like Candy knows, there's stuff that your animals share with me that is damn right on point. Right, Candy?
Oh, yeah. When Katrina was down here, we had like 2 days or 3 days before Katrina got here, we had taken a couple of our dogs to the vet, and the vet had told us that they needed to have their they didn't need a professional cleaning, but we needed to brush their teeth. So we had gone out and got what we needed to brush their teeth, and we had brushed the one dog's teeth a couple of times. So when Katrina was here, we were sitting out on the back porch, we're chatting, and all of a sudden this little dog comes running up. She jumps in Katrina's lap, looks right at Katrina, and Katrina says, "I'm supposed to tell you, you better not try to brush my teeth again."
I had no idea about that at all.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking. I just pulled over into the comments while you were giving your it's true. That's what happened. But there was Sandy. She is saying it, and I'm not just saying it because I was on fire, but I kind of was. I was so hot, and you guys are thinking, oh, she's so full of herself. It was so stinking hot. No makeup was on me. My magnetic eyelashes had like fell off before the show even started. I mean, I was hot. Face was all red, no lipstick. So I just thought that I'd let everybody know that that's what I mean by on fire. But the readings were really great too. I just melt. I need to be outside. I mean, inside with air conditioning. It just is. So, and I tried to go with just cotton, and I still was sweating. I was there. But Sandy, she looked wonderful. Thank you, honey. Another surprise. In fact, I don't remember names. However, if you go to my shows in the past, I think it was in 2019. The last time that I was at the Victoria Black Swan Inn, I gave free readings. All I asked was their honest testimony. So I didn't care, and I did not hold any of them back. You guys got uncut on my YouTube. You were welcome to look at them. They were uncut. The only thing that we took out was from the beginning and the end because Rody she said it looks better. But other than that, we didn't pay them anything. That's all that I asked from them. Well, guess what? 2 years later, and I'm sitting there, and this woman comes in front of me, and she looks familiar, but I don't know where. And she tells me that she came and seeked for me when she knew that this place was heaven it again, because I made such an impact connecting her to her fur baby the last time. And that just warmed my heart so much. So I wanted to I'm sorry that I don't remember your name, but it doesn't matter because you remember you. And it's not about, fame or anything. It's about your angels come through, including your fur babies. So it made me, I felt so good there that day. And we left early. I did. But there's something that I wanted to share with you guys because, I believe that you deserve it first. And the paranormal people that were at the hotel, they were very amazed at what I got. I'm amazed that I was able to capture it. It's been a really long time since I've been recording, guys. Most of mine has been trying to prove that my phone can interact with spirit just as all the other equipment and apps out there. Nothing special. And so far, I'm like at a 75-25. I'm there. I don't know how it works, but it does. And to tell you, this is the reason why I took this video. Everyone, you go to these places, it's pretty common to have like a mirror room where you go into a small room. Well, this one was no bigger than like a small bathroom that had no place to put a sink, if that gives you an idea, just the commode. You go in, there is a mirror. The mirror is pointing up. There's no other reflective surfaces whatsoever in the thing. My chair is a captain chair, I think is what they would call it, because it has the arms on them. But I'm in there, and Leroy's there. He was there, but he wasn't inside the room because that's how small it was. It couldn't hold both of us. So I sat down, but my phone, because I just have it on camera, it took its own picture. So, well, I thought that I'd go. And then I saw her sitting down in front of me. And when I did, I saw her light, and I'm going to tell you, I know the skeptics. I know even the ones that aren't skeptics that state that orbs or things like that is an absolute no. Leroy's one of them. I'm very skeptical of them. Rody doesn't count them either. And my thing is, if I ask you or ask it to do something specific outside of its habitat or natural orbit of just being a dust, I would say that being a scientist or even an investigator, that I'm not saying that it's automatic, but it's only right to put it in the what if pile, right? I mean, isn't that what we're supposed to do? So
Yep.
I wanted to share that when I sat down, I knew she was in front of me. And of course, my phone went off, but it's amazing because and my son also brought up another thing that was interesting is when I asked her to go to the right, she went by my right. And that didn't compute with me when my son had stated that. So I put my phone stationary on the arms rest, like in a downward motion, because I feel like she's a young child. So that's why I didn't go very high. It is stationary. I didn't move it. So I want to share it with you because her ball of light stays with you. It's not a dust particle. It moves. It pulsates when I ask it to. So I just wanted to share with the rest of you guys. Now, I had decided to do it with a screen share because, and I'm going to try to take over right now, Candy. And if something F's up, you can come back and fix me up. But I wanted you guys to have more than just that little tiny little square to look at it. So that's why I'm going to try to give it to you where you see full screen. So let me see. I think you got it together. Hold on here. And okay, let's see here. Okay, and I need to go like this. I'm getting there, guys. Hold on. Yeah. No, not that. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, it's not doing it right. I don't know if you guys can see that, but hold on.
I can see the little light in there, Katrina. I can't hear you talk, but I can see the little light.
I can't hear it talking either. Okay, I'm going to try to share it one more time. You guys are all there, right? If anything, because the thing that is important, share a screen. Let me open it up. See, I tried to make it happen. Here's proof, guys, that I don't make up nothing. I can't even do this. Okay. I'm going to pause it. Pause. All right, guys, because of this, I'm thinking that I probably should just go ahead and try to share it as a video file. So here, at least I know that you'll hear it. And I'm going to, there we go. Hold on. Okay, there we go. In the beginning, just listen. Because I don't know how to fast forward. There it is.
To the left that comes in every once in a while. Come on to the picture. Show me your energy. See? I do. So
It's on the
it's like
left, if you guys can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it.
in the middle. Oh, yes. Thank you. Could you, or can you pulse it? Can you give me some light?
Do you see it get a little dimmer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw it gets dim and then bright again. Yeah.
Thank you.
Also changing shape.
You're doing
Uh-huh.
fantastic.
Is
I appreciate that.
the light hard for them to produce?
Okay, will you go up?
Well, in this, it all depends because I saw her as a person. I asked her to share that. Look, she's pulled. I just was amazed that she was doing it for me on.
Thank you.
And look at, she stood up like I asked her
Yeah.
to.
Girl. Sandra. Sandra, can you go to the right? No, don't go away. A little bit more to the right. Yes. Will you pulsate? Thank you. My name's Katrina. It's very, very nice meeting you. Thank you for taking your time. I'll talk with you later, okay?
I just went
gone.
away. I,
Yeah.
I love it. I'm staggering because anybody knows it's hard just because you ask. And it's been a long time. I have several photos. Mine are really good photos. I've lost the originals. So they're copies. And we all know any piece of evidence, it's who and who you trust. This is so true. And I'm telling you exactly how it went. I also got a photo that I was trying to upload, and as we're talking with some people, maybe I'll have time to. But the moment I walked in there, they have a fireplace with this chair in front of it, and I go to Leroy. I said I got to go straight to. Excuse me. I have to go straight to the chair, and I sat in it. He took a picture of me in there. I was talking to this really old man. He's super pissed guy. People took his money, and I could smell. To me, it had something to do with production of like gasoline or the production of oil. And I got a picture of him with his head right behind me. And so we had walked away. This is when we first walked in. So I knew it was going to be a wonderful time when we got there the next day to do readings. But I love hearing that you guys saw it. I love that you can see that what an amazing, some of them to be able to produce light. I can't say that I felt it familiar. I was hot as hell. So and I'm in a closet. So I would think that I would have felt the physicalness of if she pulled it from there. I'm thinking maybe I was used as for her to be able to bring up her ball of light. I still don't know the metaphysics or if I use the right word. I'm not sure how they do that, but because I know I think some do pull it from the environment, just like there's more than one way to get to your destination. I think that there's more than one way to produce or manifest. At least that's what I have come across so far in my findings. That's to your answer.
Okay. I have one other question. You said that you saw her as a person. What Where was the light? Was she holding the light? Was it above her? Was it attached
Now,
to
see,
her?
I'm going to tell you, I did not see her light at all with in the fact um of my eyes. I saw her like I see all you guys' loved ones in spirit. It was amazing to me to see my phone finding this light. You got to remember, it just took a picture on its own. I've even been with people know that Steve Huff, he's a great guy that's in the field of finding electronic ways and scientific ways of being able to help them manifest and make it easier for our loved ones to make that connection, because it's not that they're not there. They all there. Haven't you been watching my show? They're always there. It's just for us to be able to hear them. Just like we know that the right now on the channel, HBO is probably playing blah blah blah, and if you want to watch it, you just got to turn it on the right station. It's being played for everybody. So that's what I think that it is. It's getting the right communication section and barrier to try to make it all come together. That's all. So I think that all of them is plausible. But in this case, I'm sharing that I didn't see her as a ball of light. I saw her as a regular person, but I was amazed to see that in my camera lens, my camera that was facing and right beside me on my arm, to see that it was there at a stationary point. It was just as amazing to me as when I was able to do that when I got, and I don't care what anybody has to say, an unidentifying flying object outside of Rody's condo. Mm-hmm. And I too had that at a stationary point, because to me, it was showing you how fast it moved and the degree. Right. And it's very easy for us to be moving. And that was the same thing that when I saw her communicating with me, I just felt like it was important for me to know that the point of capture was stationary. So I wanted to tell you that I had it stationary, but there was no video. I did not use no light. You also could see that I wasn't using any light.
Yeah, I could tell you weren't using any light. So when you were talking to her and you were seeing her move, you just physically saw her move.
Yes. But that's cool. Noticed that on my phone that she was captured as not like the way that you and I would see people, which is like I see it. She's a ball of light. So I was just, it just made me, I was so giggled when I came out. I'm going, oh my God, I captured it. And it's not where it's just something in my eye saying, well, can you see it? You guys see it in a ball of light. And this is a dark room, no reflective surfaces. I have no light on. And this time you were able to hear, she did what I asked her to do.
Yeah, that is so cool. And I think it's really neat that what you see and what the filters are two completely different things.
Okay, I'm seeing something in comments that I would like to say, and I noticed that Karen is trying to assist. Is a Jennifer trying to get a reading, sweetie pie? Because I can try to help you out here. If that's
yes, ma'am. We think she sent in a donation, Katrina. We're pretty sure, but it didn't send her the reply back.
So if that's the case, I'm going to trust you just like everybody trusts me. And if it didn't come through, then Jennifer, I would feel comfortable that you would just send it to us if not. So what I'm going to do is Jennifer, if Jennifer Val, it looks like you're on Facebook. Are we friends? If not, because I can give you the link for you to come behind here and have your pictures so you can have your reading. I know that this sounds and is being unprofessional, but we're trying. I would prefer that I did these all for free. I really do. And I was just saying, coming back from, I did everything as a $10 donation down there also, guys. I really did. And I was out all night. It's not the
Hey,
money.
Katrina, Karen asked her to message Karen, and she's going to send her the link. So I think we're
Perfect.
good that way.
I love
Unless
that.
she can't
Thank
get through.
you.
Yeah.
If I was rich or if I won something, I swear I'd be going around. This would absolutely be a free service. However, gas is expensive, and getting into the show, and even StreamYard. So
Yeah, you got to pay for that
only
too.
fair
Yeah.
for me to be able to help my girls. And so I'm new to asking for money on this category. So we're going to do the best that we can to help you. And, I have faith that you guys are good people. Hell, if you don't
Yes,
feel like
ma'am.
you got $10 worth, I'll give you your money back. You notice it says donation. That's just how I am.
Yeah, she said she's already sent it, and your friends already. So,
okay, good. I'm so sorry if I didn't notice.
yeah,
It looks like you're going to be taken care of. Karen is sending it.
I think so. Jennifer, if you can't get through to Karen, please send Katrina a message, or an instant message, so that we can get you taken care of.
I see. Let's see. I'm going to look in here. I'm going to see because I can give you the link too. I just want to make sure. I think it's the same name. And would it be
So
the
yeah,
same
because I think that video it's kind of like when I took that picture last week and we put that up, because what I saw was not the same thing as what the picture showed at all. Karen said she got it.
Okay. So all we got to do is wait for Jennifer to come on.
Yep, that's all we got to do.
Remember, you can also share your experiences, the things that, how do you use your gift? How did you discover your gift?
We had some amazing, pictures and whatnot last week. It was really cool. Wonderful.
Yes. I had a young lady that she couldn't have, I didn't actually, if I asked her how old she is, I don't remember, but she looked like she was like 12 to 14. And she is so gifted. And everything that I was saying to her, she was like, no, that's not different. Well, when it's a part of you and it's something that is normal, you don't realize that everybody else can't do it. But I'm looking for wonderful things, but it just was so cool to have her be like, no, that's like normal. I said, yeah, normal for you. Not everybody else is doing that. And it was interesting.
So what was your favorite part of the rally that you went to, or the gathering you went to?
There's always some readings that stick out, right? One is that stuck out. Well, actually there was three. One was a newly widow, and actually Sandy sent him over to me. He finally came over, girl. Yeah, he did. That was a very emotional connection for him. And he was a skeptic but also wanting to believe. So that was very touching for me. I had another young man that is gay, and actually I had two, to tell you the truth, two in that category. But the one, he got an apology from his loved one on the other side. And it was so profound of what was necessary of him hearing it. It just, because we could still change, we could still heal from on the other side, and to know that they're watching you, and that no longer those thoughts or condemnations or it can go on, et cetera, judgment of what another person's choices are, and to have it come from heaven, say that those no longer are barriers. Man, mm, those just make my heart happy. You know,
That's good. Yeah. Um,
not
and
just for
you
the
know,
person getting the reading, but for the person that's in heaven, the person that's on the other side, because they actually woke up and saw that all along they had it wrong. Don't you think that's
yeah.
kind of cool? I do. They said that Jennifer should have her link. I'm
Yeah,
excited
Karen said
because
she sent it, so Jaren, she should have it, and we should
okay,
be seeing her shortly. I've been kind of watching to make sure that
not
she
a
comes in, but
problem.
I haven't
Take your
seen her
time.
yet.
Because once you get done here, Jennifer, excuse me, my sprite is hitting me. Because we will be closing down and go to be talking about next week's show. Oh, look, there's still room.
Yes,
Yes,
there is
Chandra.
room, Chandra, absolutely.
Everybody, I know Chandra, so there's still room for a reading. So she could be our second reading. I know that she'll get it to me. Just so you girls know that. So don't have to have a confirmation or anything. And Jennifer, you are getting yours through StreamYard, through
Through
Karen,
Messenger.
through
Yeah.
Messenger on Facebook. And what you would need to do is copy that and paste it into your browser. You give it permission to your microphone. And if you want to be seen, permission to your camera. And the rest is done by Candy. She'll put you up there and we'll talk to heaven. I know Chandra already knows how to do that. And Karen,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
can you give Chandra the link in Messenger? If not, I can do that too. So another thing that I want to say is so if you're looking to go somewhere, the Airbnb that I was in too was it had residual. It was quite crazy. The toilets kept flushing. I kept hearing the people going up and down the stairs. And I know that there was, and I'm hoping Leroy might have a friend because he always seems to know people that are good into checking out stuff. But I know that there was a robbery, an armed robbery there. Now, I don't say that there was a death or anything, but I definitely know that there was an armed robbery. The energy still, so it was kind of crazy sleeping there, trying to be quiet and feel quiet. So, if I don't see you, because we only have Chandra come on first, because I know you know how to do this, because so far I don't got nobody.
Well, we're trying to figure out how to get the links to everybody. Chandra should have the link. Karen said she was already in the contact, so Chandra has the link and should be coming in shortly.
I will take care of the first person that arrives. I'm ready to get some healing.
Jennifer,
and it's interesting. I want to tell you that
check your messenger. Karen sent it that way, and if you're having a problem getting it, please reach back out to Karen as well. I'm sorry, Katrina. I didn't mean to step on you.
Not a problem. Also, if you want to send me a message that since you said we're friends, because I found that I had a few of them that came up under your name, and I can also send you the link, honey.
Well, you want me to just try to post it in the chat, Katrina? Because I can make sure nobody comes up except those two.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's a great idea. That way, it'll always be there for you. If you're interested, my girls are perfect, and all of my forever friends. It's kind of that thing of, just put it in as you go. I trust you. You guys know that this is real, and I'm not trying to nickel dime everyone. It's in good faith. And I will do my best. So I think that's the way we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and put the link into there. We're waiting for the two girls. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that we have several. There's a Jennifer Vale. Oh, yay. She made it.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and bring her
supposed
up.
to be on the background, and because before I was about to talk, I got a feeling we got.
Let's hope so. Jennifer, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
wonderfully. How are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good, Katrina. How are you?
I am fabulous. Have we talked before?
We have actually a couple times.
I am so sorry if I have forgotten. It gets to the. So, what can I help you with, my forever friend?
Just some guidance with, maybe my future ahead and really and also just anything from my mom. My birthday just passed September 11th, and then it actually just made 10 years that my mom passed September 12th.
You have a lot of crazy going on in September, like I do, and of
Yes.
course the nation did too. I don't want to downplay that in any way, but when it hits home, of course, it feels more personal. Jennifer, your mother is with a fella, and I do believe that this is going to. It's almost like it's a guy that she called dad. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
It does make sense to you. I just feel as if it's not like blood, but she called him dad, and he's stepping in to answer this question about helping you in your future that you just asked me about. What do you got going on? And
Yes.
since he's the one that's doing that, that tells me that somebody might be needing to step up and be daddy for you. Could that sound correct, since your mother is sharing this with me, and he's helping?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
You got to remember, I'm not psychic. I'm going by mom, going by your family. And because she's bringing such a person, I've always said, if you got a problem in the kitchen, it's not going to be Uncle John that works at the in somewhere else. It's going to be Aunt Mabel that did the cooking. So the reason why she brings it, because to me, I feel like the reason she called him father, dad, was because he was there when she needed him. That rock, like all of us daughters would love to have. I've never had a dad that did that. Never had. My mom was raped, and even the one that stepped in never did that. So, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I did myself. But I don't blame him in any way to my days right now. It's a shame because, I'm a fantastic person that he could have been happy about, but I don't need to. He's dead now, but I didn't need to, I said that not nicely. But I didn't need to prove it to him anymore. And somehow, some way, anytime I talk about my own life, I feel like you may be in such a situation of somebody I'm not going to say just your dad, but somebody that you trust and may not be reciprocating it properly, or you may be doing much more than you should be, and give it to the person that actually deserves it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And does that also fit in the category of the decision of what you were up against that's been making it quite hard for you?
Yes.
So I would say that having it from the woman that you trust, the reason why you asked her, she brought the best guy in to tell you, you need to walk away what doesn't serve you in a nice manner. Doesn't have to be in a bad one. And there's nothing wrong with letting someone else fill in that is sharing, wanting to help, guide, and protect.
Yes.
So it sounds pretty good to me that at least there's a substitute there, because the one that I'm seeing on the other side, which by the way, he smoked. I could smell the cigarette, Jennifer. So they're fine. He has a drink. He's a good guy. That means that I feel like there's a good fella in your midst that is telling you the right thing. Sometimes we get clouded, love clouds
Hmm.
things. Just
Yes.
remember that what serves you, there are compromises, but you're not the only one supposed to be serving the compromising dish.
Got it.
I love you, girl.
I
Send you
love you
lots
too,
of love.
Katrina.
And your mama's got a big bow of, a whole bunch of roses for you with those little white sprouts, little white flowers in there. I hope that makes
Baby's
sense.
breath.
Baby's breast.
Baby's breath.
There's 3 dozen, and so that 3 times 20, that's 36. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, Jennifer, but that's exactly what I just got from your mom. I hope that makes some sense for you.
That's so sweet. And you just let her know how much I love her and miss her. And I know that she's here with me.
That's right. She sure did. And she said something about cleaning up the bathroom, and she always told you to do that.
Yes.
Sending you lots of love, hon. So just remember, even though you feel like you are supposed to be, you're not. You owe no obligation or anything, and it goes both ways. Okay,
Got
in
it.
a
Thank you
nutshell.
so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
You're welcome. Sending you lots of love, hon.
Thank you. Take care.
You take care too, my forever friend.
Yes.
I love it when it comes out that way. Look at, we didn't even have a picture.
No, we didn't.
Chandra.
We're doing well. We do have Chandra. She was able to make it in, so welcome, Chandra.
Hey girl, how are you doing? Look, she's got her little paintings over there. You might take it over your
What do I have?
apartment.
Hold on. Let me get my earphones because I can't hear. Hold on.
Can't
Huh,
hear.
huh.
Shame on
It'll
her
help with like
because she
echo and
doesn't
stuff
feel
too.
well anyway. She knows she needs those.
Katrina knows I'm deaf.
I know. That's why I was like, how dare her be in the back without them in there? She knows she needs them.
I know.
How you doing, sweetheart? You look better than what I heard was going on last week, being sick.
Oh yeah, I had it's like one thing after the next lately. So had vertigo and then I had the flu and
Oh my goodness. You know something, Chandra? Right off the bat, there's something that I am being told that may be an allergen to your body. Have you started taking something that has like bee pollen or something in or some kind of a capsule that looks like a powdered form inside?
no, but I was taking antibiotics, but I quit taking them
Do you
because they were
feel
making me
weird?
upset. So
It just feels like you've developed some kind of allergic or allergy to what
everything.
you're taking.
To everything.
Girl, that can't be good.
No, no, no. They,
So,
they gave me a sulfa antibiotic because I'm allergic to certain antibiotics, and so I don't think that it.
so okay, I just
Yeah,
saw that this
yeah.
is some, but to me, I'm seeing. That's why I was asking because the way it looked, I know bee pollen looks like that. Like that powdered.
Well, they are white, but it's like solid. It's not like the capsule, but they were supposed to be because my intestines
You're
were
not taking
so.
any supplements, are you?
No, not right now. I'm not. I
Uh,
have vitamin D, but that's in a round little pill. It's like a round pill, but
no,
and then
this
I
is the
and then I take blood
capsule
pressure
powder.
medicine, but it's
But
pink and
let me
it's
go
regular
back.
hard.
I still got to go back to you said not now. I'm not. Um,
Right.
I want to go to that prior because anything that you have an allergic or allergy, it could take a while for it to process.
Right.
So now, prior, Chandra, did you have a capsule or something that was had like a powdered form inside it?
Oh yeah, I've done those in the past. Yeah. like amoxicillin, or like then I had like supplements that were like
Supplements is where I'm going
yeah,
at.
yeah.
I just feel like has something to do with and I wonder, because things can stay in your stomach if that is something that has. Have you had a gastric or whatever they call that, upper GI?
Well, they said it was the flu, but they gave me antibiotics, and they don't give antibiotics for the flu because my intestines were swollen and upset, and like I still, my stomach is still swollen. I still look like I'm pregnant.
Now, intestines can also hold on to things too. And I know that Karen is really good with supplements and what's right, and Sandy is also. So I don't know if something could have been in that you took. And I used to take a diet pill, Fen, the one
Oh,
that
I've
they
heard
said
about
would
that.
kill your ass.
Mhm.
But at the last time when I was taking it, it was my favorite thing. I was like, yeah, let's go dancing. What do you mean you don't got no energy? Come on. So it didn't bother me,
Because
but
you're basically taking meth in a pill.
I know, right? But later on, it destroyed vessels, things like that, in a later and a long term effect. Thank goodness I didn't fall into that category. But I'm wondering if there is something. Metabolife. I also took Metabolife. I literally gave my bottle Metabolife, which I lost 50 pounds. I've always been a big girl, so to lose 50 pounds on Metabolife, I was like, oh, this shit works, right? But I got pregnant and I wanted to be a mom, and I gave it to him, my doctor. I was like, here, you can try it out. Because he was asking, he said I was looking really good, and not in that kind of weight, but the fact that my weight was coming up. And I said, well, I'm taking Metabolite. They took it off the market, guys. There was something, and that was supposed to be all natural. I don't really know what the do's or things in it, but I found out that it wasn't right. So Chandra, that's what I want to get at is that I feel like it's something that you took, but you're going to have to think, because it's not a pill form, it's a capsule, and it looks like flour inside of it. That's how fine grain the capsule looks. That's why I was thinking like a bee pollen. So I really want to get to that later on. That could have some kind of ingredient that could have stayed in your belly and could be causing later down effects. And if that is something that you think about or later, you might be in a lawsuit area where you might be able to collect. I don't know. But because things come up for a reason, get down good, Shana. Think of all those supplements, or even caffeine pills. I don't know, but that's the shape that it looked. So go ahead and ask me your question, because
I just want to know what my family feels about current situation. I'll try to keep it as vague as possible.
You can keep it as vague. We don't need to bring it in, because this is a message.
It's just because people know that we know each other, and I don't want them,
Okay. Now, I want to tell you that what I'm getting from all above is that this is going in a good direction. I feel like you feel really good about it, and that's what the main issue should be. So, Chandra, and we don't have to share anything, don't you feel good about the decision that you have made in the direction that pertains to the question that you asked me?
I don't know. I second guess everything I do. So
don't second guess. It's good. It is good. And it serves what's best for Chandra. So that is another thing that I don't feel like this is if anything, the reason why you're second guessing it is because that means that you feel guilt. You feel guilt because it feels good, and that it's not for someone else. It's for Chandra.
Well, that, and like every time I start to like enjoy something, like I kick down off the ladder every single time. So it's kind of like you have it's a negative outlook, but at the same time it leaves you without disappointment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes you're just going to have to throw it away and go forward. There's no guarantees, but I'm a firm believer. If it feels good, it is good, and it doesn't hurt nobody.
Right.
Effing do it. At least you got that day. And if you get tomorrow, that just makes it awesome. Meanwhile, at least you got one on your button, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. And I've been able to feel so much lighter and less worry going that direction.
Right.
But everything is good at what I'm seeing, and that it serves best for you. And looking at the smile on your face, the rest of the 10 viewers that we got out here, I just want to let you know, and whoever watches afterwards, because we do get people,
Right.
girl, it is serving good for you. It is nice for Chandra, and go ahead and go forward, honey.
Oh, well, thank you, Katrina.
You're welcome.
Thank you
No,
so
it's not me. You remember you asked your family.
I know, but you still translate, so which you're very much appreciated.
Well, thank you very much. I love you, honey, just like always. Keep
Thank
it
you.
up and just keep it on. And if it happens tomorrow too, then that just puts another big smile on your face. Stop worrying about what falls down. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Love you, girl.
Okay, love you too, girl. Bye.
What a wonderful, we had some great readings today, and I think everyone else would see that too. And it looks like we have next week. I'm going to tell you guys, if you're interested in getting a reading, you can always hit me up during the week. We can set you up. We can take away all the fear. All it is clicking a link and saying yes to your microphone, yes or no to your camera. As you saw, Jennifer didn't want hers, and that's okay. We're not here to exploit you. You don't even have to have your name on there right. If you want to have XXXXX, I'm okie dokie with that too. I just know that the people above still knows who you are, and we would love for you to join us next week. And then after that, we get a break. I have a birthday coming up, so yeah, I've been celebrating them with, woo, I'm here again. You know, it's kind of like Chandra. If it feels good, go for it. So that's what I'm doing. So everybody, if the moral of the story today was, with all the readings, both of them, don't feel guilty because you're feeling good about it. I know that's very hard to, especially mothers, dads too. I'm not going to take it, just put it on one gender. But it's that thing that, you know, when you are responsible for others, that's the whole key. And you care about the care of the people that you love. When you put yourself maybe ahead first time, or you're starting to feel happy, I get it. I understand, but don't. It was brought to you for a reason. If it's temporary, that's good. If it's long-term, that's good too. Just enjoy it, guys. And I love you.
We have one question, Katrina.
Oh, we got a question. Ooh.
We got a question. Lynn says, asking for lots of prayers that my son is coming home soon.
It says coming home tomorrow. And
tomorrow.
I
I'm sorry.
Sure that I read, and I don't, Lynn, I'm sending you lots of prayers. Something about me feels like that's going to be pushed back for some reason. I don't know if it is about a treatment. And it being your son, my heart goes out to you. I do see your son coming home. I want to make sure that I share that. I don't want you leaving being laid hung, but I don't know if tomorrow is it. If it is, it's really late. I don't know why. It just feels like it's dragged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. Prayers of love.
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to close out if we got all of you, because I want to make sure that I do. And once again, I want to say thank you very much for showing up, including my tribe every week. They stop what they're doing. They share. Their whole family's got things that they're doing, and they choose to come and help me to help you guys. That's what this is about, because it's so amazing, the communication that comes and the things that they know to help you with. And just say hello. So we're going to say goodbye. Everybody go get their drinks. Have a smoke. I don't care. Enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you next Sunday, okay? Love ya.